Yo, 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 yo. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, I've never said it before. I'm going to say it today. Happy Taco Tuesday, y'all. And if you guys are here, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope everyone is staying safe. Tonight, man, I got my boy, my brother from another mother, Mr. Zeke Easy. Zeke Bayt. Like, I can't even speak right now. I'm so excited to get my man on the screen. But like I said, I hope everybody is staying safe. Let's hit that share button. Let's make it happen and ask you questions because this guy here is very knowledgeable about the game. Just period, man. Zeke is a very down to earth dude. So if you guys don't know him, hey, he's here to share his story on Going Live with Bowtie. So let's bring my boy Big Zeke to the screen. Zeke, what up, brother?
What's up? What's up? How's it going?
Man, dude, maxing, relaxing, and just trying to stay safe, bro.
Same. I survived.
Yeah, trying to survive, bro. Hey, how's the weather out there, man?
Oh, it's phenomenal. It's constantly storming. It's been like 80 randomly and then like snowing and then like windy. There's a tornado warning last night, I think. So it's been great. Yeah. It's been basically California.
Wow. Dude, that's why that's what everybody asks. When are you going to leave California? Dude, you can't beat this weather that we're in. This weather this is what we pay for.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
Seriously, dude. This and the view, you can't beat it. So, you got to have the tornadoes and all that other stuff, man. No, I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you guys have to worry about like California detaching, or was that a meme?
Like the earthquake. That's it. Earthquakes. That's all we have.
Oh, okay.
That's it. We have rain here and there, but Tony said it best, dude. Hey, it never rains in Southern California, and it's kind of close.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, man.
It definitely rains here, though. It's currently raining. So
yeah, man. Hey, where are you currently living? Where are you from?
Born and raised.
I really don't know nothing about Zeke. This is my time.
Yeah, you can ask whatever. Born and raised Columbus, Ohio. Still here. Probably gonna stay here. It's such a good location. 2.5 hour drive from a lot of places that bowl, and like 6 hours from even more. So pretty good central location. I'm cool with it.
Are you a Cleveland Brown fan?
No, I'm not a big football guy to begin with.
Good.
Nothing against people who are. Football's never been my thing. Same with like hockey or soccer, or the real football, I should say. I do the real football, soccer.
Hey, so what sports other than bowling?
Basketball is a big one for me. I played baseball for a long time and was a baseball fan for a while, but I'm kind of getting out of it. I've been enjoying watching some esports, like Smash Brothers stuff, and those aren't like physical sports, but they're electronic. So especially in this time, those are going to be even more popular.
Hey, have you ever seen that one show that the Watt brothers are coming out with, the Ultimate Tag?
Oh, I think they did it overseas where they have to like go through almost a jungle gym looking thing.
Yeah.
Like they parkour. Yeah. I've seen that. It's been on YouTube for a little bit, those contests. Those are really entertaining to watch.
Dude, there's no way. Like, I played tag my whole life, but now look at that tag there. I said I wouldn't make it.
You wouldn't dive face first towards a metal bar toward acid? Like, come on. No. Who would not do that?
Hey, not this guy. And clearly they're diving face first, broken collarbones. Dude, just to go try to tag that guy, not going to happen.
You got to want it.
Hey, tag me. Look, I'll stand here. Just tag me. I'm it.
Well, they spend time avoiding and tagging, so you'd be really good at the avoiding, not so much at the tagging part.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man, look, I'm going to start it off, man. Hey, like I said, guys, for all my viewers, hey, hit that share button. Ask Zeke questions because he's here to tell us his story, man. And if you guys don't know Zeke, I said I know some things, but I don't know a lot. So I'm going to ask myself away. Anything that pops into this little brain of mine, trust and believe, I'm asking.
Are there any comments so far? I don't see any. That's because I'm in private chat, not live comments. Let me do that. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. So you see him over there?
I do now see him. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Novella says hello. Hello, Novella. Novella,
Yeah.
I love you.
I can put him up for you too.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. I'm just going
So
back.
when they ask a question, a lot of times people speak to you. I'm like, man, Zeke don't want to speak to you. He's like, whatever. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not normally like that with people.
No, not at all.
Don't like them, and then I'm not gonna really talk to them.
Boom! Look. Oh my God! I don't even know if I want to put this on first because he's a Dallas Cowboy fan. I think I should just take it off the screen right now.
Yeah, you got to put it on. That's my man BCJ. That's family, real quick. Home centers. He knows this. Thompson's Capri Lanes. He wants to shout out for Capri. I'll always shout out Capri. Thompson's Capri Lanes helps me a bunch as far as like they let me run a tournament series. They helped me and actually BCJ's brother Josh Connor helped me and him run a league there 2 years in a row. Great center, great place. Shout out to like Angie and Dan Thompson. Those are great people.
How many lanes is there?
24, I think. I could be wrong. It could be more, but I'm pretty. It's 24. Yeah, never mind. It's 24. Yeah, yeah, definitely 24.
Okay. Hey, first question. Hey, well, that was a question, but another question for you. Who was your craziest or most interesting coach?
Craziest or most interesting coach?
Yeah.
Craziest or most interesting? I guess Kim Terrell would be one because she's like, it's crazy that I ever got to learn from her and still can learn from her in the future. Jerry Edwards, I spent time with her. Mike Machuga, spent time with him.
Did he teach you the what do you call that? When he dives on the lane, did he teach you that?
No. I think he just does that. I don't know if he teaches that. If he were to teach me that, I would try to twist it up and do like a 360 flop. So where I spin like this horizontally through the air and then land belly flop as he would in honor of him. So, yeah.
I think you should try that. I think you should start practicing that.
No.
Hey, Novella asks, hey, what is your highest finish on the PBA tour?
Third. Me and DA. Yeah, I led Lubbock for a while, but ended up finishing ninth. So, yeah, me and DA third. That's the highest so far.
Okay. Hey, what is your most memorable moment when you knocked down 7 pins in a 10th doing one of your biggest accomplishments?
Who asked that? I need to know. That's a great question because that's somebody who was in Reno, Nevada in 2013. Or
I have my sources. I don't know a lot about Zeke, but I do know how to reach out to a lot of people.
Yes, you do. I whiffed a 3-6-10 because I was a chump in the 10th frame, but I still won the eagle. So, yeah, I bowled really well, except for one frame, which is the worst frame I've ever bowled in my life, still to this day. But you know what? It helped me learn because the more you're there, and even if you're in that position and fail, like you learn more pretty much if you fail. You learn like what's going on in your mind, like what's about to happen, what did happen. You learn a lot from yourself in failure and success. So I learned from that, and I look on that kind of as more just like, yeah, it happened.
Hey, so. Did you win an eagle for singles?
Singles. 795. That's seven out in the 10th frame, 795 on like a 8-bagger.
Wow. So even though, okay, my question is, here we go. If you got the eagle for singles. Now, if you would have shot 800, would you have gotten another eagle?
Yeah, I think I got, and if I would have shot 900, I'd get 3 eagles. No, it just won.
Oh,
I'm just one. Yeah.
Okay. Dude, that's a hell of an accomplishment.
You
have your eagle like right there posted next to you, like, yeah, hoes, I got this.
I didn't say hose, but the eagle posed next to me, yeah, and was like, I got this. So that was cool.
That's dope, dude. Like it's so crazy. Like walking into like USB championships and seeing those Eagles there, you be like, dude, it'd be dope to have one of those, you know?
For sure. For sure. And then I look in my living room and I have one, so it's really cool.
Yeah, that's something I've never knew. That's something new for me. And that's congrats, bro. Like big time, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. And I like some more. Hello, Tasha. There's some more great memories at the Open Championships with like me and Terry Rohr and J.R. Raymond, George Palumbo. Like we had a really good experience there one year, and I've had some really fun experiences off the lanes at nationals too, with some of the more recent groups that I went with. So, yeah, what's the hardest split conversion I've ever picked up? I don't know if there's a split I haven't yet picked up, as like because you just leave so many of them along the way. Like 2-8-10 is the hardest to consistently pick up. Yes. I pick up the 7-10 a lot more than I pick up the 2-8-10. There's an actual process to picking up the 7-10, and the 2-8-10 I feel like I'm relying a lot on luck, and I don't know if I can control that as much. Maybe I don't know yet how to the trick to it besides a backup ball, but
right. There you go. Let's see here. Boom. Hold on. We're gonna say, hey, what's up? Say what's up. Hey, buddy.
No, I need that Zach Wilkins question. That's an amazing question from a great
Zach Wilkins asked, which Japanese wrestler is your favorite?
I could legit go on for 30 minutes about this, so I'm going to keep this really short. Okada is the best. Ibushi is my favorite. I will say that.
All right, now, like, what kind of wrestlers are we talking about?
We're talking about, like, professional wrestling, and I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, people associate pro wrestling with WWE exclusively.
Yeah.
No. Look up some New Japan stuff. It's all the theater that you need in professional wrestling with all the striking of MMA, because they actually beating people up in there. Like,
oh, wow.
It's still a work. Like, they're still working, but they're for real hitting each other and hard, and it's entertaining as all hell.
I need to go check it out there.
Why am I hiding my hair? Because I have to come see you to cut it again. It doesn't look good because I've, Melody, she's a sweetheart. She's been taking care of my hair for.
Oh, is that your hairdresser?
Yeah.
Oh, now we know. Hey, look, see, that's something else we didn't know. Zeke has a hairdresser, guys.
Well, just like you go to a barber or anything, like.
No, I don't. This guy right here cuts his own hair.
Oh, nice. I can't do that because I'm not that talented, but she is incredibly talented and has become a friend of mine over the years because I've been seeing her through place changes, everything. Like I just stuck with her.
Is she in CBus?
Yep. If you in CBus and want your hair done correctly and amazingly, that's the woman to see.
There you go. Hey, Steve Pennington, what's your mindset while you are struggling?
When I'm struggling, like it depends on what it is. Really, this like struggling is a part of life. You're not like if you've gone through life without struggle, you know, I mean, good for you. But like so I'm just you just gotta take it on the chin. You just gotta know it's not permanent, And sometimes you get stuck in a mode of, struggle is permanent, and you don't really see any end to it, or you don't see how you can overcome it. But at the same time, like there's always an answer. There's always a way to get better. There's always a way to get tougher mentally, physically. It don't matter. So struggle is not permanent. Commitment is.
Hey, that's a dope answer there, bro. Like, here you go. Your buddy, he must bowl on your team or league.
Absolutely. What's the most fun league team you've ever? Well, he knows the answer to that. He wants me to say him because he's my man. That's Trent Hahn. The funnest league team I've ever been on was, and I've been on really good league teams. Like shout out to Jesse Waits and Kyle Jones, and Jerry Bailey. That's my guy. But the funnest team I've ever been on was Trent Hahn, my best friend Tyron McKinney, and Teddy the King Hannes. Gahanna's Tuesday nights. Team 2 Drank. That's what we called ourselves because we had to limit it to 2 drinks. If it got 2 drinks, we started not throwing very good shots. And Trent specifically made that rule, I think, because one time we went like Team 4 Drink, and Trent would randomly put 700 more revs on the ball out of nowhere. It would just happen. And like he already has a high rev rate, so he just would clobber on it
Wow.
out of absolute nowhere. So yeah, it was great. What's my thought process for picking up the 710? Statistically, as far as like what I have found is the most common way to pick it up, shoot for the opposite side of the ball return pin, 45-degree angle, very hard with front roll. And I'm not talking about like roll it. I'm just saying make sure the ball is literally going like this at the pin. It's the highest percentage for me to pick up and get the pin to actually shoot the right way off the back with enough pressure. And it doesn't hurt to throw it 23 miles an hour. Chris Barnes, that's my man too. Chris Barnes.
Hey, so look, here's another question. This is from me. Rumor has it you got some moves on the dance floor. How did you get interested in how did you start that? Where did that come from?
Dancing? My dancing thing started in high school when the Jabberwockies debuted on America's Best Dance Crew of Season 1. Specifically, the Apologize performance. They did Apologize by One Republic. That performance there specifically inspired me to start dancing because I thought their movement was so clean and so cool and just smooth and it just looked effortless and it just looked so cool. The theme of it all. And I was like, I want to learn that. Like, I want to learn how to dance. So I just kept watching videos of them, just trying to figure out how my body moved. And that's how I learned. I just kind of self-taught through videos of people. And over the years, it progressed to me doing live events and battles and all sorts of stuff. So,
yeah. Wow.
Reason.
That is dope.
And then I was able to use dance to like lose a whole bunch of weight and keep it off.
There you go. Yeah. Sherry Singley, she's up north, said, what made you decide to join the PBA? She asked because a lot of people decide to bowl tourneys and buy out brackets without ever leveling up to the league.
Personally, I want to be the best, and the best are out there. So you're never going to be the best in bowling or in any sport, anywhere, if you don't challenge yourself against the best of that sport. The knowledge, the experience, the physical talent that's on the PBA tour is untouched anywhere else. So for me, I just wanted to learn from the best, and I'm really good at indirectly learning, which is learning by watching and just learning by observing. Somebody doesn't really have to tell me something directly for me to learn. Even though it helps, and I appreciate when people do tell me things directly to help me learn, I also help myself learn by observing. So you can't get any better info than the PBA Tour. I have a personal drive myself to challenge myself at every single aspect of my life. PBA Tour is the biggest challenge. Boom, boom.
There you go. There you go. Jay asks, what is it like living your dream?
Hollywood. Jay Hendershot's been a huge friend of mine, a huge family member of mine for a while as well. He helped me not give up the sport a long time ago. Chris Barnes, thank you very much for that. But Hollywood, I'm not living my dream just yet. I'm still on the process to getting there. So I wouldn't say the dream's over. I have a ton of work before the dream is actually in front of me. I wouldn't say this is the dream at all yet. So, yeah.
Hey, do you think these are the two things you need to work on to be successful on tour? Softer speed and slow hook in the lane.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. Like, the thing that, like, those guys out there can do, like, we can do everything. I know there's some one-dimensional games, period, but, like, they still can do everything within the realm of physicality. So if you want, it's like, they're so talented that really you just need to work on your fundamentals of bowling until they're perfect for your body, for your physical body. Once you work on that and understand your mentality towards what your game is, and how to execute that through strategy in your bag. Like once you understand that, any style can be successful. So yeah, you want to learn to slow hook it or whatever. What does that mean for you? Is your rev rate 220? Is your rev rate 560? Those are completely different slow hooks. Like you can achieve the same shape, maybe not the same pin carry, but you can
Right.
achieve the same shape with perfect strategy. So yeah, I don't know.
There you go. Hey, Bill Connor or Billy Connor, DC said, who is the PBA bowler you looked up to as a kid?
Um, I wouldn't say I've ever looked up to a bowler, uh, but as far as like respecting their game and loving to watch them or having fun watching them as a kid, um, Robert Smith, Walter Ray, Pete Weber. I mean, the greats, Ozio, Albee. I loved watching Albee bowl. Holman was amazing. It's funny that Holman picked me. I loved watching Holman clips when I got into my teenage years. Um, yeah, like Robert Smith was a big one as a kid where I was just like, oh my god, he like it looks so amazing when he's throwing the bowling ball. Um, I really loved. I remember as a teenager, I really loved like Mike Wolf's footwork. Like just like certain game, and obviously like Kim Terrell. Kim Terrell was like a huge like I watched videos of her because I think she has the best game, male or female, ever. So like watching her and her ability to wait on it without trying is like unbelievable. Like she has a 4-step approach that's just so compact, that's so perfect, body positioning perfect, head doesn't move. I mean, it's like so I watched a ton of stuff on her too. I don't know. I have a ton of like influences. I wouldn't say I grew up looking up to them though.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Ron Lapping the third asks, what successes and or hard passes helped you get to where you are today?
What successes or hard passes helped you get to where you are? I mean, that's a good question. It's hard to pinpoint specific events that like I'd be willing to get that personal on camera. But like a lot of things combined and compacted together to make me who I am. So it wasn't really like certain uh, bigger moments. They were just all small experiences that I learned from that helped me along the way, and people as well. You know, like being able to travel through bowling helped me grow as a person so much in such a small amount of time. You know, and now I'm able to more. I shouldn't. Now I'm able to better balance like the drive of being a competitor and the drive of being a decent person to where they're the same thing. Because I have a ton of drive to be a competitor, but I also
Yeah.
have a very strong drive to be just a good person. So, yeah.
There you go. Hey, Ronald Sims Jr. asks, what has been the biggest lesson you've learned on the tour versus before you joined the tour?
The biggest lesson, patience. Patience. The biggest lesson before I joined tour, um, yeah, that's a really good question. The biggest lesson before I joined tour was definitely like work ethic, as far as just like dedicating myself in the lab, hours and hours and hours of watching film, watching bowling, actually bowling, recording my hour-long practice sessions, and trying to pinpoint like where things would go wrong throughout the course of my practice session. And I did that for years until I really didn't need to spend that much time on it anymore. And that's what the PBA taught me. The PBA taught like once you understand your fundamentals to a certain point, you're not going to physically throw it any better. Now it's
Right.
like your strategy has to match your physical accomplishment. And when your strategy matches your physical, that's when you start to see success on the highest of the stages, you know? So, yeah.
That's dope. Chris Barnes asks, hey, you no doubt have a ton of talent. What aspects are you improving to be successful next season?
Thank you for that, Barnes. What aspect am I? I'm improving my fit. I'm improving my knowledge of my fit, what pitches do, to your game. That was a big thing this season. Was we got myself in a fit that felt really good, and that never we didn't have any issues with, or so we thought. But after this year, I'm learning that my hand's really, really flexible and can fit into pretty much any type of fit as long as the holes are big enough. So now this season, like I'm really pinpointing, or not this season, but like since the quarantine has happened, I've been focusing on really working on fit, really making sure that I don't have to do anything to feel great in the ball, like, and it's not inhibiting what I'm trying to do as well. Because it felt great, and I never had any marks or any cuts or anything, but uh, it wasn't the most optimal fit for my game and what
Right.
you had to do on the PBA tour. So now we're changing it to be more optimal. This year's really helped me learn about equipment as far as what numbers and what number ranges deserve what pin placements and what layouts and pin buffers and stuff like that. Super technical stuff. Like I've just learned more of the nuances of the game, and I'm trying to just put it all together in a very calm way so that it's very easily understood and digested by me in whatever situation I'm in.
Okay, there you go. Hey, why is it so important now to be able to circle the lane?
To be able to circle the lane.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of answered that in an earlier question. It's important to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it. Like you see the pros big hook it, then you say like, oh yeah, they're circling the lane. Well, there's also been like 100 guys with like a 450 to 500 rev rate on those lanes for like 6 games. So yeah, of course you're gonna be like, yeah, they're big hooking it. Well, there's no oil. Like there's only oil at a certain part of the lane. So we have to get there. The thing is, your game is adaptable. If your game isn't adaptable, then you're not going to be successful on tour unless you only hit certain events that allow what you specifically do to be successful. But in the long term, event to event, you have to be adaptable. Like there's so many people saying, oh, you got a big hook. Norm Duke has recently won. And I guarantee you Norm Duke can't out-hook Jason Belmonte. So Norm is adaptable. Norm is a legend. He's amazing. And same with Chris. Chris is on here. Chris isn't going to out-hook 95% of the people like that have 500 rev rates, 560 rev rates, higher rev rates than him. But Chris can outsmart them. Chris can outshot make a lot of people because he has that experience, that knowledge, and that competitor's mindset to where if something's going wrong, Chris isn't going to just be like, I give up, I'm done. He's going to be like, let's figure this out. Like, I'm going to go and get this. I'm adaptable.
Right.
So if the lanes aren't agreeing with you, make them.
There you go. Hey, Billy Connor asks, what is your all-time favorite ball?
The one that strikes the most. Like I don't care. Like as far as like, I don't know. When people ask me like, what's the best ball? Like whatever. What have I thrown an 8-bagger with? That's really my favorite. Like for real. I mean, they're like I can go through some like legendary balls that like won some big events for me. Like the Eagle was won with the DV8 Marauder. We set the team record at Nationals 13-18 with the DV8 Dude. The High Road won the 10K in Michigan. I mean, there's some others. The Eruption won me some stuff. I don't know. Yeah, whatever's striking for real is my favorite ball.
There you go. Hey, Ron Sims asks, other than a win on tour, what are some of your goals on and off the lanes?
My goal on the lanes is just to be great. I just want to win a bunch. Off the lanes, I want to use my winning to further the sport and help spread the outreach of what bowling can be. I have a lot of different ideas as far as what bowling can be and what outlets we can consume bowling through. Like I have scripts written for like bowling oriented shows, fiction, nonfiction, stuff like that. All that I just have a whole bunch of ideas that I'd love to see come to fruition through my success on the lanes. So, and like coaching too, like I love helping people get better, helping people understand their mentality towards the game, helping them understand what the game is. Because honestly, I think bowling is the greatest game on this planet, and I would love for people to experience bowling the right way, and just have fun, like, and just love it, And if you don't love it, that's okay too.
Right.
But let me present it to you in a way that's potentially more lovable than the version you've been shown. So yeah.
That's dope there. That is dope. Hey, Sherry asks, commentators often talk about coming off of the commercial break. Does it really ice you? If so, why?
When I was on the show, I was like moving around the whole time, specifically for that reason. They were playing music, so I was just kind of vibing a little bit, to keep my body loose and keep my energy there. It probably affects people more if they're not ready for it, as far as like if they're just sitting there during the break stiff. If like, well, it's easy to be stiff in that atmosphere, right? You have everyone's eyes, the lights or whatever.
Right.
So if you're stiff, if you're just like focused, like, oh, like, I'm gonna throw a great shot out, like you're gonna be cold the next time you get up. But if you're just loose, walking around a little bit, take a drink of water, do something, maybe go to the bathroom during a commercial. I don't know, like just do stuff, and it shouldn't affect you as much. It's also a mentality thing. So,
hey, how have you or who helped you with your mental game?
Who helped me with my mental game the most?
Yes.
There's a ton of people along the way that have really helped me mentally, whether they know it or not. The person, like people that I'm just going to list off some names that people that really, really helped me mentally over the years. Jay Hendershot's one, Blair Blumenscheid's one, Tyron McKinney's one, Ronnie Sparks Jr.'s one. I have Chris Loschetter as well. We've had some amazing talks. Robert Smith has helped me mentally as well. Dick Allen has helped me a ton mentally. And you pick up, like I said, you pick up so much from just people that are great. Like when you understand people are great, you can pick up stuff from them naturally without them like giving you anything. Just
Right.
spend time around them being, just existing in the same area as them. You're going to learn stuff if you're aware. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've crafted my mentality for a lot of years now, ever since basically like I just decided to be a better person. I don't know, which came at like later. I was a terrible person through my teenage years. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I learned heavy real fast. So,
and look, we're gonna go back to that now. So you brought it up, teenage years, because there was a question in here I have for you about your childhood growing up. What kind of obstacles did you have to go through as a teenager to becoming to the man you are today?
I want to answer that, but that's way too personal to get on camera. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Like, I just don't want to put all that out there. I just know that teenage wise, I was very angry. I was very aggressive. I just, I didn't know how to control my emotions as well as I do now, and as well as I've been learning to over the past 10 years. So it really started at like 18. I started to understand that I needed to change. And yeah, before then, I wouldn't say I was very decent.
All right. Now, you've like I said, you've made a change at about 18. So it's some younger people in here and some people that probably still have mental blocks that, doesn't allow them to be who they are or to get to where they need to be. And I'm sure I'm one, and I'm listening. What kind of advice can you give to me or anyone else that has those mental roadblocks that's just like you're going through something to help me overcome that?
I mean, the thing is too, we all have to respect each other's differences as far as who we all are as individuals. So if you were to ask me, you are asking me that, I can't answer for everyone. But
Right.
for me, like what I did, I just had to hard stomp learn patience. Like I had to understand that not everything's going to be within my control. And the things that are, they're not going to go right all the time. It's not going to happen for you like that.
Right.
So failure, like I had to fully understand and respect failure, because I was afraid of failure, and now I accept that it exists. So now, instead of fear ruling what I do, it's just pure commitment to a positive cause. That's really like, when you let fear control certain feelings of yours, and this could be fear where you have to like dive super deep inside yourself to understand that you are actually afraid of this. So that's what happened to me, was like I had to dive really deep within myself and understand why I was acting the way I was and why I did the things that I did. And then I understood from that the person I was to become. So I don't know. You have to not be afraid to be real with yourself, and to be 100% real with yourself. So yeah.
Wow. Here we go, guys. Going live with Bowtie and got deep with my boy Zeke today.
I know. Imagine that. It got deep. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. Because like I said, myself and I'm sure other people, man, will appreciate what your words, dude. Even though, like I said, they may not take the whole thing, but little bits and pieces that that is being said, they can transfer into their life. So hey, you never know, man.
If it helps one person, that's better than zero.
Absolutely, as I say it all the time, man. If you can just help one person, you've done something well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Orion asks, hey, what are some ways to handle pressure on the tour and try not to let bowling take control of you with temper, scores, etc.?
It's kind of similar to my last answer. Patience. Things aren't going to go your way every single time. You have to understand that the only thing you can do on the lanes is put yourself in the best situation for you to be successful.
Right.
If your strategy is not great, you're not, percentage-wise, you're not going to be in a place to be as successful as you could have been had your strategy been perfect. If your physical isn't perfect, the same thing. It's vice versa. You know what I mean? And one can make up the other. If your strategy is perfect and your physical isn't the greatest that day, you can still win. And it's the same thing where maybe your ball selection wasn't the greatest that day, but you're throwing it out of your mind physically. You can still win. So understand that there's so much variance and so much leeway to bowling that things are going to go wrong, but things are also going to go right.
Oh, absolutely. It's a Heath Hartgrove.
Is that an ice cream truck driving by? You're in your house?
Huh?
Is that an ice cream truck driving by?
Yeah, that's the ice cream truck right in front of the house.
Bro, get me something. What are you doing?
Hey,
I need a sandwich.
Dude, yeah. The ice cream truck right here, dude, 30 at nighttime.
At nighttime. Yeah, so 6:30 is a reasonable time. It's unreasonable for me here because it's 9:39 at night. But for you, I mean, and the weather's probably nice, so it's probably an ice cream mood out here.
It is. Right now it's probably about 70 degrees. Somewhere around there. 70. Yeah.
See, here it's just ice. There's no cream. It's just ice mood here.
That's why I said you can't beat this Southern Cali weather. You just can't.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. How important is the time management for you to achieve your goal of getting better on tour?
There's another. Oh, sorry. There's another person I forgot to mention who's helped me with my mentality a lot. Heath Hartgrove. He's been a part of my life, even through. He saw my teenage years as well. Shout out to DJ. He saw my teen and Barbara. They saw my teenage years and like they understood how much I've grown. Heath is amazing. What an amazing person Heath Hartgrove is, by the way. But yeah, how important is time management for me to achieve my goal of getting better on tour? Time management is unbelievable, mainly because structure is great. Consistency is great for maintaining something. Time management as far as like practice is concerned, you want to spend your time in practice working towards something specifically and then be done when you're done working with that. You don't want to over practice. You also don't want to under practice. Like when you practice, you should be the mentality of the most stressful situation you're going to be in or you see yourself in. So like when I'm practicing, I am, throwing a 300 for the $1 million on TV during a major and the title. That's the spot I want to be in. So that's what I'm going to put myself in when I practice. And then like also knowing that sometimes it's okay to just have some fun when you're practicing. Like understand that there's give and take. You can't 100% of the time be completely dead serious when you practice, but you also can't goof around to the point that you're hindering yourself. So you still want to have fun, but at the same time, work your ass off. I don't know. Can I say ass? I'm sorry. Work your butt
No,
off.
you're good. This is going live with Bowtie, brother. We are unscripted. FAA is not going to shove me down because you said ass.
We're unscripted. What I've been reading off this right here the whole time. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, do you have a what's it called? A teleprompter? That's what it's called.
No, no. I do not have a teleprompter. Yes.
Okay, good.
I have one.
I have one right here. This is my yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, tell us, did you get any value from going to the IRTC, and how was that experience?
Yeah, that was like I got amazing information from Kim Terrell, Rod Ross, Brian O'Keefe. I took shout out to Harvey Johnson, who took me down there to learn. I was actually with a good friend of mine, DJ Mertz, the first time I went there. Shout out to DJ, another great person.
DJ Mertz from up north?
Yep, DJ Mertz. We went down and we went to the IRTC.
No,
he's not wrong. He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. But yeah, it was amazing. I learned from them. I learned some tricky things, some not tricky things. I learned a lot more about my game. Yeah, they're great. ITRC is amazing for learning.
What is the IRTC? What does it stand for?
The International Training and Research Center, and it's in Arlington, Texas, right next to Six Flags. And it's a phenomenal place, full of phenomenal minds, and it has been for years and years. So yeah, I don't think Kim's not there anymore. I'm not sure who is all there anymore. But when I went, it was Brian O'Keefe, Rod Ross, Kim Terrell that I worked with, and they were phenomenal. So
okay. Ron Sims asks, how have you tried to keep sharp during this pandemic with the bowling centers closed?
I have been throwing shots in my lawn when the weather's nice enough. Full on in socks or barefoot, full on 4-step approach, imagining pins in front of me, posting every shot. I probably look crazy, but for real, that's what I've been doing. And the weather hasn't been that great, but I've been cherishing the times I get to do that.
That is dope. Novella feels some type of way.
He dumped me, no pumping him up. Hey, I'm sorry. Novella, I'll pump you up. I'll pump everybody up that's been important to my life, you know. Novella's I love Novella.
Hey, how was your experience bowling with Tennille? Or is it Tennille?
Tennille. It's 10 back Tennille. Yeah.
10 back Tennille. How was your experience bowling with her?
Phenomenal. What an amazing person too. Amazing bowler. Came down to the wire. I got a good reaction out of Harvey. It's on video somewhere, but we struck out in the 10th to take over second place by one pin, which was a pretty significant prize gap. So yeah, it was like third or second. We took over some prize gap by 1 pin because we struck out in the 10th frame. And Tennille helped me learn actually too that with that event, like her ability to stay calm under like big shot pressure, and also like the bowling alley's AC broke on Saturday, and it's Maryland in August. So Maryland in August, AC breaks. It's like 105 in the bowling alley, and Rocio Restrepo is like, "Why is everybody complaining?" It was like it was hilarious. It was, like, Rob Gottschall was sweating through his shoes. Like, it was unbelievable. You couldn't slide, and me and Tennille still, like, Tennille just bared down, threw shots, let's get it done. I had the same mentality. She just stayed calm the whole time. It was so sick. I love that memory. It was a great memory.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, being on tour, you see a lot of people that's repping Ball Brand. How did you decide to stay a free agent while being out there? What perks does that give you?
It's actually on tour. It's a little bit of a detriment. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you can throw everything, but you can't drill infinitely like some of the other players can. And it's cool. Like I understood that risk taking it on. But I stayed a free agent because I still feel I have a lot left to learn about equipment and what suits my game the most. I like my big thing with my free agency. The next contract I sign, I want to be the last. As far as like, I want to stay with this company for the rest of my life, if they're around for the rest of my life, and if I'm around, obviously. So that's my thing. So I'm taking this very, very seriously. I take loyalty very, very seriously. Um, I've only been on two brands my entire life, Deviate and Global. I love them both at the same time. I felt it was best to move on from those bands for me and my knowledge growth.
Right.
And I still feel like I'm growing. And, hopefully a brand wants to help me do that and understand that I want to commit to them for the rest of my life. But also, like, that's a huge decision. So I've stayed a free agent. So, yeah, I respect and love all the brands. I don't cherry pick brands. So, yeah.
Hey, Ron said he was there when it was 105 in Maryland. He said, "Could you feel your foot sticking to the floor?"
Oh yeah. I mean, it was 108 in the bowling alley, and you're bowling 8 games set. Like, all you could feel was sweat, and then like as soon as you wiped off the sweat, you sweat from the sweat. It was ridiculous. Like, what is this?
Wow.
It was crazy.
Hey, look, Lori Shaw. Hey, Zeke, how does it feel living a lifelong dream? Congrats, my friend.
Lori Shaw. I love Lori as well. She actually is the person that introduced me to Harvey, by the way.
Okay.
We're going back. Yeah. And actually it happened after a bowling event that we bowled together, me and Lori, in Cincinnati, where I actually had to sleep on a hotel room floor because I had just gotten done working at 4 a.m. and I had to make the tournament by 6 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So I slept for 30 minutes on Lori Shaw's hotel floor to go bowl with her that same day, and also met Harvey. Like, what a wild memory. I love Lori. But yeah, like I said to Jay, Lori, the dream's not here yet. I still have a lot of work for my dream. And I'm, very aware of that, and I'm very ready to put in a ton more work. So that's what I'm about. So
See that right there, Zeke. To me, I don't know about other people, but to me, is why you are Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Because you are so humble. You're not taking anything for granted that's given to you. You know what I'm saying? You constantly want to work and get better at your craft, and we need more like you, dude. Real talk.
I appreciate that, man. That's just really all I know how to be, for real. I mean, all I know is how to just like. That's what my parents instilled in me. One of the great things my parents did instill in me was hard work breeds success. If you work the right way, you work hard and smart. You're not just working hard for no reason. If you work hard and smart, eventually success is going to happen. You just got to keep doing it and just kind of sift through the madness that is the negativity that will affect your life at some point. Absolutely. So, it's going to happen. You just got to get through it.
Yeah. What's more important, understanding and reading the lanes, or having the strong mental game to get through the obstacles when things get tough?
Both. I mean, honestly, both. Like, you can't have success without both of those, pretty much. So it's not really one or the other. It's work on both. Yeah.
Man, Zeke, dude, it's been absolutely. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's Ron Sanders just making it pay. When preparation meets opportunity, success is guaranteed.
The double finger kind of deal.
Let's see. Gabe, hope Zeke comes back to Houston.
I would love to come back to Houston. I hope to be back there bowling the Lucy with Miss Anita, but that's if she wants me back. We'll see. I was a fill-in, so I would be very reasonable and understandable if she did not bowl with me this year. But hopefully I'm back. So
there you go.
I love Houston as well. They have, oh my God, their sushi. That sushi place, like 5 minutes away from that bowling alley. I love sushi.
I don't eat seafood, so I can care less about that.
You don't have to eat seafood to love sushi. There is like I mean, I guess you do. I don't know. Yeah, I love sushi, so and I'm not a huge seafood guy, and I love sushi, so I don't know.
Yeah, no. You take me to a great Mexican food restaurant or a steak place. That's all.
There's an amazing Mexican seafood place in Tulsa, Oklahoma that will blow your mind. And I'm not like trolling you. It's legit a Mexican seafood place with mariachi bands. They have, dude, it's phenomenal. Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was unbelievably great place.
Wow. But yeah, hey, one year I keep telling myself I am going to get a partner and come to the Lucy because I hear nothing but great things about it.
Amazing event for an amazing cause. Yeah,
Right.
you should 100% bowl if you can. It
Absolutely.
gets sold out.
Even if I can't get on the lanes, I want to come out there and experience just the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great place. Yeah. Houston's amazing. And
Yeah.
that event's just phenomenal as well. So you should definitely experience that event.
I got you, brother. Hey, Zeke, dude, it's been an honor to have you on the show. I know me and the viewers that came on truly appreciate your honesty, man, with all the knowledge you done gave us today, dude. Real talk.
Well, hopefully it was. Hopefully it was good. Everyone enjoyed the conversation because I did, and you're great. So thanks.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. Hey, man, and
One last shout out for me. If I could shout out, appreciate everybody that's ever had anything to do with me and my game. Love y'all. Shout out to Marshall Holman for saying my name in that draft. Crazy.
Hey, how was that? Where were you at? Let's talk about that. Where were you at?
What?
Where were you when your name was drafted?
I was with a very close friend of mine for his birthday, and we were just eating sushi, chilling, watching stuff. And Ryan Simonelli sends me a text that says LFG. And I'm like, nah, put it down or whatever. I'm like, okay, maybe. So I text him back, and then yada yada. Phone starts blowing up. Chris Sloan messages me. Sean Rash calls me. I'm just like, dude, what an unbelievable hour experience that I had that night, and just I'll cherish that memory too for the rest of my life. It's incredible.
That is dope. Because when I opened Facebook and seen it, dude, and I was like, my bro Zeke.
And you scheduled this a month beforehand, so your timing was perfect on scheduling this last month or whatever. Whenever you said it.
Yeah, and it was so funny because remember your message to me was, dude, you got to remind me because that's a month away. That's your exact.
I did.
Yeah, but dude, I'm so super proud of you. Like I said, I'm sure we'll link up. Harvey's house in Vegas,
sometime.
Houston.
Saw you at the Western Rodman when I was ball repping Ari and Jasmine. So.
We had a great time there.
Yep.
I seen Coach Zeke in action, front and center.
Yeah. Ari bowled so good. He deserved to make that top step ladder. Ari, and Jasmine bowled amazing, obviously.
Yeah. And like I remember, I said, Zeke, you down there helping Ari? Why you didn't help me? And Zeke's exact words was, dude, you didn't come down here and ask me.
Close mouth, don't get fed.
Yeah. But guys, dude, no, like I said, man, I hope you guys learned a lot about Zeke today, because he's a really great guy. I know if you see him in the bowling alley, Zeke, he'll speak, you'll speak, you will get a great conversation from a guy that's very awesome. So Zeke, man, thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on the show, man, and giving us your time tonight, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me, bro. And yeah, I'm down. I'm down to do it again sometime or whatever.
Yes, sir. Hey, after I'm gonna need you to come back on probably after a couple of matches in the PBA league. Let me know. You gotta let us know how it is out there.
For sure. After we win that title, I'd be happy to do it.
I'm all in. Y'all heard that right here. Bruce, was it Brew City? No.
Brew City Ballers.
Brew City Ballers. He said they're gonna win it. I don't know if Chris Barnes, you feel some type of way, or anybody else feel some type of way.
I'm sure they feel like they're going to win it too. I'm sure they feel that, yes.
Yeah. But all right, Big Zeke, dude. Hey, have a great evening, brother, and I will holler at you later, bro.
My man, appreciate you.
Peace out, bro.
Peace.
Guys, that was my bro, Zeke, dancing Zeke. He didn't bust no moves. I don't, but y'all know Zeke has the moves. He got the moves, the grooves, and he definitely sets the mood. But Zeke, I appreciate you, man. That was a great interview, man. For my viewers, please be safe. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Going out to these bowling alleys, these stores, man, because you never know who's in contact with who. This virus is still killing people, so it's not done yet. So just take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your loved ones, man. And God, if God is willing, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. All right. As always, man, Bowtie out. Peace. Much love.